Azure Storage, questions and answers. Question: what are some important configuration options in Azure Blob storage? Answer: important configuration options include setting public access level, enabling secure transfer, and configuring custom domains. Question: how can you configure retention policies for logs in Azure Storage? Answer: retention policies for logs can be set through the Azure portal under the diagnostic settings of your Azure Storage account. Question: what benefits does upgrading to Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 bring? Answer: upgrading to Data Lake Gen 2 provides advantages like a hierarchical namespace, enhanced data analytics, and superior performance. Question: is it possible to convert a Blob storage account to a Data Lake Gen 2 account? Answer: yes, Azure Blob storage accounts can be upgraded to Data Lake Gen 2 accounts. Question: what is CORS and how is it relevant to Azure Storage? Answer: CORS, cross-origin resource sharing, allows web applications from one domain to make requests to another domain. In Azure Storage, CORS rules can be configured for Blob, file, and queue services. Question: how many CORS rules can you set for each Azure storage service? Answer: you can set up to 5 CORS rules for each Azure storage service. Question: what are Azure Advisor recommendations in the context of Azure Storage? Answer: Azure Advisor provides personalized best practices and recommendations to optimize Azure storage resources for performance, security, and cost. Question: are Advisor recommendations automatically applied? Answer: no, you have to review and manually apply the recommendations. Question: what are the types of endpoints in Azure Storage? Answer: Azure Storage offers Blob, queue, table, and file service endpoints for data access. Question: can you access Azure Blob storage via both HTTP and HTTPS? Answer: yes, but it is recommended to use HTTPS for secure communication. Question: what are management locks in Azure Storage? Answer: management locks prevent accidental deletion or modification of Azure storage resources. Question: how many types of management locks are there? Answer: there are 2 types of management locks, read-only and delete. Question: what is Azure Monitor Storage Insights? Answer: Azure Monitor Storage Insights provides comprehensive monitoring, performance tuning, and troubleshooting for Azure storage accounts. Question: does Storage Insights require additional configuration? Answer: no, Storage Insights works out of the box and does not require additional configuration. Question: how can you set up alerts in Azure Storage? Answer: alerts can be configured in the Azure portal through the Azure Monitor service, based on metrics or activity logs. Question: can alerts be sent via email? Answer: yes, alerts can be sent via email, as well as other methods like webhook and Azure Functions. Question: what types of metrics are available for Azure Storage? Answer: Azure Storage provides a variety of metrics like throughput, latency, and error rate. Question: can you export these metrics? Answer: yes, metrics can be exported to Azure Monitor logs for further analysis. Question: what are Azure Monitor workbooks in the context of Azure Storage? Answer: Azure Monitor workbooks offer customizable, code-free analytics and visualization for your Azure Storage metrics and logs. Question: can you share Azure Monitor workbooks? Answer: yes, workbooks can be shared and even published to the Azure portal for wider accessibility. Question: how do you configure diagnostic settings in Azure Storage? Answer: diagnostic settings can be configured via the Azure portal. You can route metrics and logs to various destinations including Azure Monitor logs, Azure Event Hubs, or Azure Storage accounts. Question: can diagnostic settings be configured via Azure CLI? Answer: yes, Diagnostic settings can also be configured using the Azure CLI. Question: what types of logs are available in Azure Storage? Answer: Azure Storage offers operation logs, read and write logs for blob, queue, table, and file services, and metrics logs. Question: how long are logs retained in Azure Storage? Answer: log retention periods can be configured, but the maximum retention period is 365 days. Question: what is the Azure Storage Resource Health feature? Answer: Resource Health provides real-time information about the operational status of your Azure Storage account. Question: can Resource Health be integrated with Azure Monitor? Answer: yes. Azure Storage Resource Health events can be sent to Azure Monitor for more detailed analytics. Question: what is the connectivity check feature in Azure Storage? Answer: the connectivity check feature tests the connection between the client and the storage service, identifying potential issues and providing troubleshooting steps. Question: is the connectivity check feature available for all storage services? Answer: as of my last update in September 2021, the connectivity check feature is primarily available for Azure Blob storage. Question: is it possible to recover a deleted Azure storage account? Answer: Azure offers a limited window for the recovery of deleted storage accounts, typically up to 14 days from the date of deletion. Question: what data is recoverable when restoring a deleted Azure storage account? Answer: all configuration and data, including blobs, files, tables, and queues, can generally be recovered. Question: can Azure Storage be used to store logs from Azure App Services? Answer: yes. Azure Storage can be configured as a destination for storing logs from Azure App Services. Question: what types of app service logs can be stored in Azure Storage? Answer: both web server diagnostics logs and application diagnostics logs can be stored in Azure Storage. Question: what is the log stream feature in Azure Storage? Answer: log stream allows for real-time viewing of logs directly from the Azure portal. Question: is log stream available for all Azure storage services? Answer: no. Log stream is more commonly associated with Azure App Services rather than Azure Storage Services. Question: what is Azure Storage Process Explorer? Answer: Azure Storage Process Explorer is not a native feature of Azure Storage but is generally related to monitoring and diagnostics of Azure resources. Question: can Process Explorer be used to troubleshoot Azure Storage? Answer: while not directly associated with Azure Storage, Process Explorer tools can potentially be used to diagnose system-level issues affecting Azure Storage performance. Question: how does Azure Storage ensure data protection? Answer: Azure Storage uses a range of features like encryption at rest and in transit, access controls, and geo-redundancy to ensure data protection. Question: what is the Azure Storage Service Encryption? Answer: Azure Storage Service Encryption automatically encrypts data when writing it to Azure Storage and decrypts it when reading, providing encryption at rest. Question: what is object replication in Azure Blob storage? Answer: object replication allows you to replicate blob data across different Azure storage accounts for optimized data availability and distribution. Question: can object replication be set for a specific set of blobs? Answer: yes. Object replication policies can be configured to apply to specific containers or blob prefixes. Question: what is Azure Blob Inventory? Answer: Blob Inventory is an automated feature that provides a manifest of all blob metadata within a storage account on a daily or weekly basis. Question: is Blob Inventory enabled by default? Answer: no. Blob Inventory must be configured and enabled manually. Question: can Azure Blob Storage host a static website? Answer: yes. Azure Blob Storage has the capability to host static websites directly from the Blob service. Question: what types of files can be served when using Azure Blob storage for hosting a static website? Answer: commonly served files include HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and image files. Question: what is Azure Blob Storage Lifecycle Management? Answer: Lifecycle management automates the transitioning of blobs between different access tiers and can also automate the deletion of expired or unused data. Question: can lifecycle management policies be applied to all types of blobs? Answer: lifecycle management policies can be applied to block blobs, append blobs, and version blobs, but not to page blobs. Question: can Azure Search index data in Azure Storage? Answer: yes, Azure Search can index data in Azure Blob Storage, Azure Table Storage, and Azure Cosmos DB. Question: what are some of the Azure Storage data types supported by Azure Search? Answer: Azure Search supports indexing textual data, numerical data, booleans, dates, and geospatial data types from Azure Storage. Question: how do you configure CORS rules in Azure Storage? Answer: CORS rules can be configured via the Azure portal, PowerShell, or Azure CLI, under the CORS settings of the specific Azure storage service. Question: are CORS rules merged or replaced when configuring multiple rules? Answer: configuring multiple CORS rules will replace existing ones, they are not merged. Thanks for watching.